That's a rocket.
Hi, my name's Keith Brooks with Bean Dip Productions. On today's episode, we're gonna pay tribute to a fallen hero and a half shell. So get ready with my long intro and let's go, ninja, go, ninja, go. Go. Donatello is a member of the fictitious team, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Created by Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman in 1984, the original self-published comic was intended to be a parody of four popular comics of the time: Daredevil, The New Mutants, Cerebus, and Frank Miller's Ronin. As with most comic book characters, there are several different continuities. The Turtles began in Mirage Comics. A freak accident resulted in a small boy dropping pet turtles into toxic waste. The turtles began to mutate and were later taught ninjutsu by a mutated rat named Splinter. Splinter the rat decided to name his pupils and newfound children after famous Renaissance artists. Now, in the original comic books, the turtles kill people. They curse, and they all wear the same color bandana, red. But most iterations after that will have Donatello's favorite color, purple. Donatello, at age 16, finds himself as the second in command of the Turtles, and he lives by a simple credo: never stop learning, never stop growing. Donatello is not only a tech genius, but also a pacifist. His weapon of choice is the bow staff, and it is Donatello who, in the very first issue of the comic book series, kills the Shredder. So he's not extremely pacifist. Donatello will eventually meet an alternate universe version of himself, Shellectro, which is a Donatello that has magical electricity powers. In current Mirage comics, Donatello's been shrunken to roughly action figure size, so that's probably inconvenient. Image Comics, most famous for Spawn, had their own run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In that continuity, Donatello is shot and then dropped out of a helicopter along with the cyborg that shot him. And the only way to save the turtle's life is to fuse Donatello and the cyborg together. This Donatello is not a pacifist. He kills a lot of things. I brought the mood down. The Archie Comics versions of the Turtles were largely based on the 1987 Fred Wolf cartoon. In this continuity, Donatello will eventually become a billionaire because of his radical and crazy inventions. Mutant Ninja Turtles Gaiden is an unlicensed but very popular webcomic. Donatello Hamato, given the surname of his master, is 34 years old and is a mentally ill mad scientist. Cursed Sword had caused Leonardo to slay Splinter himself. Donatello, seeing this, can never forgive his older brother. Donatello, also infected by the curse, constantly hears a voice that he thinks is Splinter talking to him from beyond the grave. This voice tells Donatello that this world that we live in is fake, and Donatello must strive to experience the real world. And he carries around like a scalpel and kills people. Donatello's a bad guy, and like every day he plots to kill the other turtles. It's really intense. You should read it. I'm sweating thinking about it. Most people my age would recognize the Turtles from the 1987 cartoon, made popularized by the theme song written by Chuck Lorre, who also created 2.5 Men. Mind blown. Donatello is what they refer to as a trash can genius. He has no formal training, but he can take some receipts and a piece of cabbage, and he can make a blimp out of it somehow. In the Japanese series Mutant Turtles Superman Legend, they get these things called Mutastones that give them the ability to turn into, well, basically Power Rangers. They get special armor that allows them to turn into animals, but they were animals.
No.
The live-action series, Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, has Donatello carrying around a metal bow staff and arguing with a fifth turtle named Venus de Milo about how magic is crap. In the 2003 animated series, Donatello has a close platonic relationship with April O'Neil. In the fast-forward season of that series, Donatello encounters the brain of Donatello, which is a brain with a purple bandana on it, and Dark Donnie, which is a clone of Donatello that looks nothing like him, which I think is a bad example of what a clone is. It'd be like if I said, I'm gonna make a cheese sandwich and I brought you 2 shoes and a light bulb. That's not really a cheese sandwich, so I don't know why you're calling it that. In the 2012 animated series by Nickelodeon, Donatello sports a bow staff that converts into a naginata, a gap between his teeth, and an amazing crush on April O'Neil. In the IDW series of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they start off in a science lab with 4 turtles and a rat named Splinter. But in reality, the rat is the reincarnated soul of a Japanese medieval man named Hamato Yoshi, while the turtles are the reincarnated souls of his children. Add some toxic nuclear stuff and then they become superheroes. Donatello is the one character in the entire series that struggles with the idea that he's already lived a previous life. In issue number 44 of the IDW series, the Shredder orders Bebop and Rocksteady to kill Donatello. Rocksteady, the villainous mutant, puts a sledgehammer through Donatello's shell. Issue 45 has Donatello in a coma, somewhere between life and death. Donatello serves as the resident whiz kid for the live-action films Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, and apparently watched an episode of Bean Dip Explains It All, because the third movie has a really good grasp of time travel. In the fourth installment of the live-action series, which became animated, we find Donatello running an IT tech company out of the sewer layer house thing they live in. This is Donatello from the 1987 animated series. This is Donatello from Michael Bay's film version released last year. There are some differences. Jeremy Howard, the actor that plays Donatello, brings to life a nerdier, more cyber-friendly version of Donatello than we've ever seen. The turtles have ranged from the height of 4 foot to 5 foot. Michael Bay chose to make his turtles about 8 foot tall. And in the live action Pizza Hut sponsored tour coming out of their shells, Donatello plays the keyboards. Here are my 7 Bossa Nova facts about Donatello. Number 1, Donatello's IQ is 637. Dos. Donatello is a master of ninjutsu, bojutsu, and naginata jitsu. 3, Donatello was originally going to be named Bernini. Number 4, the first live action film was going to be a comedian's vehicle starring Sam Kinison, Gallagher, Bobcat Goldthwait, and Billy Crystal. I don't know who would have played what. I don't care who would have played what, but I kind of want to see that movie. 5, there's a lot of interconnectivity with the Turtles cast. Barry Gordon was the voice of Donatello as well as Bebop. Ernie Reyes Jr. was the stunt double for Donatello in the first live action film and played Kino in the second film. Rob Paulsen was the voice of Raphael in the 1987 cartoon and plays Donatello in the current Nickelodeon cartoon. Corey Feldman was the voice of Donatello in the first and third film and now is the voice of Slash on the Nickelodeon cartoon. Number 6, though owned by separate companies, the same accident that resulted in the creation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theoretically caused the creation of another superhero, Marvel's Daredevil. Number 7, co-creator Peter Laird says that Donatello is his favorite of all of the Turtles. Thanks for watching. If there's anything that you want explained, please leave it in the doobly-doo and we'll get to it. Cowabunga. Haha, I made another funny.
Now your fate will be his!